lost and confused.
To be honest, nothing surprises me about racism because, you know, I am sort of educated about it and I know it's a thing and it's something that I sort of expect, really. In the refugee camp, there was other cultures, other nations, and, you know, other people with different colored skin, and I didn't even know racism was a thing until I came to Australia.
Well, I just think racism is honestly disgusting because I don't understand how people can think that if you're darker skin, you're, I don't know, different. There's nothing to be different about. There's nothing.
I don't look the presumed way an Aboriginal young woman should look. You don't fit in either category. It is really rough because as a young person you're trying to find your place in the world, and when you're being told you're not good enough for either section of the general population, it just makes you feel kind of odd and like you're not supposed to be there. It's really hard.
My first job in 2018, I had to prove myself to like be better or like the same as the other kids. And our customer came and she was like, oh, I want this and that. And my English wasn't good at that time. And I was like, oh, we don't have this at this moment, but I can give you this instead. And the customer was like, oh, get off, you don't know what you're talking about. I want someone else that is not your color. To me, I feel like crying, because like talking about it is just really hard.
I am from Iraq, Shingan. My religion is Yazidi. In 2014, 3rd of August, we were attacked by a group of called ISIS. They took over the place where we lived, killed young, old, every age, gender. They did not care. They unfortunately raped lots of the girls, taught little kids how to kill, and it was just a really horrible time, and it was going on for multiple years. Honestly, I feel like racism makes you feel unwelcomed, and that, especially from the background where I came and how there's lots of war, it's like I escaped there and yet there still doesn't feel safe.
At my school, there's a big problem with language, of people saying just like racist comments, sexist comments, just anything along those lines. Slurs, they're a big thing. Like, it's uncanny the amount of times I've had the N-word thrown at me. It's so unacceptable, and you think in Australia, in this country where we have such a great education system, like why are these slurs, why are people still saying them?
All One Under the Sun is an anti-racism project. It's a project about building resilience in our community to stand up against racism.
It's brought young people from all backgrounds together to talk, to listen, to share and to create. It's brought a lot of artists together, and those artists have brought out the best in young people, brought out their talents and supported them to actually create a response to racism.
It's a project that involves everything, really workshop, music and creating stuff, pretty much trying to promote the fact that racism is not okay.
I've been running hip-hop workshops in juvenile detention centres and high schools since 2012. Definitely look like a rapper, I'll tell you that much. Look at this, bro, I want that jacket. Yeah,
having children with me, it helps me because I'm just like a beginner and him is like a professional, so I learn from him.
They just blow me away. They're so inspirational. There's so much talent within our community, and it's just, I think it's great that the guys are doing this program because it's a platform for them to actually show the world what they've got, and I believe it's very powerful too to hear such a strong message from young people. You know, it's they've They're wiser beyond their years, absolutely.
I was raised by my mum and she was raised by a nan. And we were taught that being racist isn't okay. And we'll talk about our background, a lot about our history. We were walking to Jennifer's house because she only lives up the road from me. And we just got to the top of my street.
We got to the corner.
And these people now driving past us, they screamed us and told us to go home. And we all said that we are home. I want people to get a different perspective on other cultures and communities, and so they don't just think that people from different places around the world are bad. They are good.
Let's change the world and make it a better place.
So I'm angry because, I have to express how I feel about racism, but then also I'm inspired the fact that I have the opportunity to tell people about racism. When you think about it, we are all one, and whether you're black or white, brown or whatever, doesn't mean, your color of skin doesn't define who you are.
This song has taught me it's not about the color of your skin. You can experience racism in different ways, your age, the way you look, just different things, to be honest. And I'm really happy that we got the experience to change the world.
Action Collective is about working with the young people from schools as leaders, for them to be inspired by the project and what we're trying to achieve, learn about racism, learn about bystander intervention, how to be good allies to people that experience racism, and take that back to their school communities.
I think being involved in this collective has taught me and made me realise that racism really is a huge issue in our society.
What is racism? No, I think, to me, it's one's uneducated version of oneself. So somebody with not being educated in who I am as a person. I've heard it all. I've been spat at, I've been thrown sticks and stones, but the best thing is that I'm still here, and I'm still able to talk about what things that happened with me. And now when I look at it, it hurt at the time, but I guess looking at it now and knowing what I know about the history of how our people were, and I could tell you some bad stuff that happened to our ancestors, but I won't go there because it's not about that. It's about being positive and moving forward today. To discriminate against somebody, I think it's just ludicrous. We've got to, as a nation, we have to come together, and we have to allow people to come into this nation. I think if the wider community can, each take that into their hearts, I think we'll be a better nation, we'll be a better world. It's amazing when we all come together.
The response is partly to ensure that we have a community where everyone is respected, where everybody has dignity, where people can value their heritage and have a strong sense of identity. The message I would like to put out is that we all have the capacity to think and reflect about what we do, to be curious, to be respectful, because in the end, we all benefit when we're all treated respectfully.
Hope that we all together achieve harmony, especially in school, that racism stops, because yes, I like experienced it, but what I'm here for is hoping that the next generation, the next G7 kids don't experience it.
I hope people listen to the song and really understand the message of the people that sang in the song. I want people to hear it and go, oh right, I need to change. You know, I need to change the way I talk to certain people. I need to change this and that. And at the end of the day, that's how we are going to make the world a better place.